This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Chelsea. Chelsea is a champion surfer, so she's accustomed to moving super fast, which is why she relies on super fast broadband brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her family sharing and surfing and saving each month. Combined, she bundles her Flow mobile, home phone, and TV services, so she can enjoy much more for much less, and so can you. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Thursday, May the 26th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, Prime Minister Freundel Stuart has received Guyana's highest national award, the Order of Arima, which coincides with Guyana's 50th anniversary of independence, was made by President David Granger effective midnight last night. Granger said Prime Minister Stuart was being honored for his dedication and commitment to the Caribbean community and his unflinching support for the rights of small island developing states. This country's Auditor General has raised the red flag over the operations of the Barbados Turf Club, or BTC. Lee Trotman says not only has the Horse Racing Association failed to submit required monthly reports to the Accountant General, but it has not paid a single cent in taxes since 2010. Frustrated by the situation, Trotman is now recommending that firm action be taken to recoup the outstanding amounts. In his recently published report for 2015, the Auditor General revealed that a reminder letter was forwarded to the Turf Club on July the 11th, 2012, requesting that the outstanding information be submitted. However, he said as of March 31st, 2016, no further follow-up action had been taken. The embattled Barbados Water Authority has come in for unflattering mention in this year's Auditor General's report. In fact, based on the results of a survey on the indebtedness of state agencies, the BWA has earned the dubious honor of coming out on top. In his report, the Auditor General expressed concern that about 50 state agencies' accounts were not included in government's financial statements. However, he said, based on a survey of 28 entities, liabilities in the amount of $1.4 billion were recorded. The 2-year-old Jade Prescott jumped for joy on Tuesday when, for the first time in her life, she heard the barking of the dogs in the backyard of her St. Thomas home. The toddler covered her eyes, ran to the window, and pointed to the pets that she was used to seeing but had never heard. Jade, who is hearing impaired, had a cochlear implant surgically affixed to her inner ear on Monday, making it possible for her to hear for the first time. Her mother, an elated Janelle Prescott, is clearly relieved that her daughter would lead as close a normal life as possible.
We just want to give thanks to everyone who made this possible. You actually answered a lot for myself and my family, and also her sibling, that's her sister there, Regina. Her brother is at school right now. So I'm hoping that Jade makes all of us proud, and she always remember where it started from.
To Jade's father, Damien Griffith, watching his daughter react for the first time to the barking of the dogs was humbling.
She heard poodles barking for the first time yesterday, and she threw her hands over her mouth and was all excited.
She ran to the window and everything.
Yeah. That was a very big moment for something as simple as that. Yeah. Next step from here on is hopefully hearing some moms and dads pretty soon.
Trustee of the Standing Lane Charitable Trust, Philippa Chalice, was driven to tears as she delivered remarks at a press conference to announce the successful cochlear implant surgery.
We very early on realized that cochlear implantation surgery was not enough. We needed to assess the whole healthy hearing process for the children of Barbados. As always, Dr. Tony Harris, Director of Medical Services, was on hand to look at the big picture and guide and support us through the red tape. He introduced us to all the right people and allowed us to conduct a very honest and transparent review of the paediatric hearing process here in Barbados, of both the private and the governmental sectors. With this information and the assistance of all the key players, we quickly realised the systems and processes that we assumed were in place had no longer existed, and therefore simply introducing a cochlear implant support programme was not enough.
In other news now, the senior public officer who headed government's Special Oversight Committee on CLICO yesterday dismissed recent pronouncement made in Parliament by Prime Minister Stuart in support of embattled former CLICO boss Leroy Paris. Speaking during debate on a no-confidence motion brought by opposition leader Mia Mortley, the Prime Minister reminded that the former CLICO boss has been his friend for many years, as he described Paris as a man of integrity. Stuart also declared that he would sooner put his trust in the ex-CLICO head honcho than in the opposition leader, even as he made it clear that no favors had been exchanged between him and Paris for the duration of their friendship. But in response, retired Permanent Secretary William Lane told Barbados Today he didn't think it worth commenting on. In sports now, negotiations over Jose Mourinho's image rights are delaying him becoming the new Manchester United manager. Mourinho is expected to replace sacked Louis van Gaal, with talks ongoing between his agent Jorge Mendes and United officials. But it has emerged that Chelsea still owns the Jose Mourinho name as a trademark, meaning United may need to pay a six-figure sum for the rights.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
We're back with news from the region now. Trinidad and Tobago's Acting Commissioner of Police Stephen Williams says he is not prepared to take all the blame for the high murder toll for 2016. He says so far 320 illegal guns have been removed from the streets for the year, but the other institutions of the society are failing.
Everybody is asking the police service, and I want that to be clear. Everybody is asking the police service to do everything, but there's a role for family. There is a role for the educational system. There's a role for the state. There's a role for the community. There's a role for the media. So if we all play a role, play a part, what we'd find in the future, that Trinidad and Tobago can in fact be that paradise place that we see.
On the international scene, 11 U.S. states have filed a lawsuit challenging the Obama administration's recent efforts to expand the rights of transgender students. The White House issued a directive this month mandating that all students be allowed to use the toilet that matches their gender identity. The states call the order a massive social experiment. That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper email updates and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. Have a fantastic day.